Hey guys, it's Nimbus. I am back today with another video. You guys might notice that it looks a little bit different. I am landscape now. I finally got a camera. It comes at a weird time because we're saying free Palestine and free Congo and free Sudan. And, you know, I get a new piece of electronic equipment while I'm saying free Congo. I really want to donate my tips that I get from you guys from anything to, first I want to do the PCRF, and then I want to donate to the Congo and Sudan as well. I'm still looking for charities. I'm looking at one for the Congo. I can't remember what it was called. I'm looking at one and it looks good. I'm probably just gonna do that one. I have to remember what it was called. But yeah, we have to keep talking about this. We have to keep talking about this. While we are out here celebrating the holiday season, buying stuff, enjoying ourselves, we are exercising liberties that other people cannot exercise. And we are exercising these privileges at the expense of these people, these human beings living under these oppressive forces, under this slavery, ethnic cleansing, genocide, whatever it is. We're doing it at the expense of these people. Like, I'm recording a video right now in my house doing what I'm doing. There's a lot of people who don't even have a house right now. Like, we really have to keep all this in mind. So what I challenge you guys to do over, the next couple of weeks is think about how you're privileged over other people. We are able to turn our phones off and stop watching these things, or, even just go to sleep and avoid it for a couple hours. Meanwhile, they cannot do that. The people in Palestine, they have drones circling over 24/7. They can't. There's no, there's no peace. So when you guys are sitting here in your house with all your lights on, with your Wi-Fi, with your PlayStation, with all these cool, nice things, or Xbox, with all these cool, nice things, y'all will be so quick to say how people are being dramatic and people are being ridiculous and people are being insane and people are being annoying. Whole time there's a genocide going on. Whole time there's something else happening. So please, 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 over the next couple of weeks, please keep in mind and think about the different ways that your privilege is showing up and contributing to you either doing what... I don't want to be in this whole feeling of hopelessness, so I'm just going to turn this off. I don't want to think about it, so I'm going to turn this off. Oh, this isn't my problem, I'm just going to turn this off. Or I'm just going to go to bed. I'm just going to go drink some tea. I'm just going to go make some food. All privileges. All privileges. You have a roof over your head, hopefully. You have running water, clean running water, hopefully. You have ways to do these things. But so many people around the world do not have a way to do these things, along with the fact that now they're orphans. Now they're, they don't have a whole family to go back to, even if they're adults. They're like, parents are finding their children's pieces of bodies in the street or under their house. And we get to turn that off. You guys have to remember that everybody has some kind of privilege. But we still have to remember and keep in mind that while we are dealing with all of this stuff and trying to navigate ourselves through these things, there's a lot of people dealing with a lot of shit that we could never imagine. And with that, we cannot be silent about it anymore. We cannot be quiet. We cannot get quieter about it. We have to get louder if we do anything, because at this point, there's no reason for our voices to be falling on deaf ears when all we're doing is calling for a ceasefire and a free Palestine. We're calling for the oppression to be over and the settlers, the colonial settlers, to pull out of the area. That's what people are asking for, and that shouldn't be this difficult. There's no reason why at this point all of us should be sitting here saying free Palestine, and y'all are saying anti-Semitic, anti-Semitic. And then Is Not Real decided to say, oh, but look at us, because we have, you know, From the River to the Sea is anti-Semitic. And then all of a sudden now they're saying From the River to the Sea, whatever the fuck they said, some other thing that rhymed. But I thought it was anti-Semitic, so how are you going to use it now? But the other thing is that if you still believe that none of this is affecting you, you are part of the problem. You are complicit in this. There's no, oh, I wish I knew, because you did know. At this point, there's no way you didn't know. Free Palestine, free everybody. Liberate everybody. We will never be free until we are all free. Period. Anyway, with all that being said, let's get breathing. Let's try to relax a little bit. I got myself a little worked up, but let's try to relax a little bit. We're going to breathe right now. If you don't want to breathe, you can go ahead and go to right here, and I will put what time to go to. If you guys do want to breathe with me, we're gonna, sit straight up as usual, hands flat down on your lap or in the table in front of you, feet flat on the floor. We're gonna take big, deep breaths in through our nose and out through our mouths. And yeah, cool. What else was I gonna say? Oh, you can breathe at whatever pace you feel is necessary, or again, pause it now and breathe however you feel, or skip and breathe however you feel you need to. I just like to breathe this way because it gets me exactly where I need to be mentally and spiritually and all that stuff. So yeah, without further ado, let's get breathing. So yeah, close your eyes and we're gonna get started. Breathe in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, last one, and out. Breathe normally here for a minute, releasing any tension you may have from your neck all the way down to your toes, anything in your shoulders, and your thighs, shins, all the way down to your toes. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale. Okay, guys, you can breathe however you need to. Go ahead and breathe however you need to. And, yeah, we're going to get started. So we are going to do the tarot of trees today. as well as our pride message. If you guys would like, join me in donating to any of the organizations that you see fit that will actually donate to the people that you want to help. I am donating my tips from any YouTube videos and also a part of what I make from my YouTube video, not my YouTube videos, I'm sorry, my one-on-one readings on my website. These are my YouTube videos. Nailed it. But yeah, so if you guys would like to, I am offering my one-on-ones right now. They are available on my website. It's NimbusThePoet.com. That will be linked down below. And yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this. And yes. So let's get this cleansed, and yeah. So it is December 28th. So I'm thinking we're gonna do a New Year's message. A nice little New Year's message and see how this goes. Sorry you guys can't see the table anymore. I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna have a mount that like angles so that I can angle it down a little bit so that it can kind of be a little bit more of the what I had before, but I don't know how much it'll fit with it being a landscape screen and not a vertical screen. Anyway, but yeah, thank you guys for bearing with me. It's going to be a little bit of finagling each video for this setup and see kind of, you know, it's probably going to stay this way, but I'll probably see what happens, you know, doing other stuff. Anyway, but yeah, so we'll do a societal New Year because it's not the astrological New Year. But yeah, Spirit, what's our message for the new year? Wow. Okay, so that is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands. It's like you're finally actually trying to come into a stable, excuse me, like a stable way of believing in yourself. Sorry, it took me way too long to say. One card at a time, please, Spirit. One flipped over, though. Two flipped over. One card at a time, please, Spirit. I did not remember what I was saying. Let's see. Ace of Cups. Yeah, there's definitely this energy of focus. Anyway, okay, Ace of Cups. It's this energy of, actually, yeah, focus. Focus on the things that are fulfilling you emotionally and, like, really. Not like the things that you have been doing for so long so they feel correct. It's the things that actually really help to fill your cup and actually really help you in general. The Six of Pentacles is reversed. And you see how they're kind of like drooping off of this tree and like falling off in the winter time? It's almost like this energy of like you're learning how to get through the winter, but you're also, one card at a time, please, Spirit, but you're also learning that just because it is winter and stuff is falling apart and, you know, squirrels are scavenging for what you still have, it's not the end. There's still spring that comes after the winter. You know, the sun will come back. You know what I mean? And it's almost like you're in the midst of learning that right now. Like, not necessarily with the seasons, because at this point we all know that spring happens after winter. We know that the sun starts coming back after the winter solstice, the Seven of Cups. Like, you know, the days start getting longer again after the winter solstice. But it's also this energy of like, the growth will always come when we know that the things that we want are for us. And when we know that the things that are in our lives are for us. You know, when we run around complaining about, oh, this isn't for me, nothing's ever for me, this, blah, 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 whatever it is, you know, negative self-talk, King of Swords, we end up in this sense of no matter how much logic it holds, you're still not quite getting it. You know what I mean? Unless it's like actually fulfilling you. You know what? Does that make sense? I don't know if that actually made sense. I think I lost my train of thought somewhere in the middle there. I don't actually know. The Hermit came out in reverse just now. I'll show that in a second. I'm trying to keep these cards up a little bit to show when they actually fly out. Anyway, one card at a time, please, Spirit. The Hermit in reverse. And it might be time to try the Hermit mode. It might not be like, you know, Spirit's like, oh my God, you got to go into Hermit mode. That's the only way you're going to get there. It might be like a trial period of, you know, a week of, you know, just not going to the bar every day or just not hanging out with your friends every day. And it's, you know, you go to work, you come home, you hang out at home, you sit with yourself and you really try to unpack what's going on there, because there's so much, everybody goes through a lot. But especially people, it seems like, because one card at a time, please, Spirit. It seems like that there's this energy of the person that I'm talking to has been through a lot of the shadow work. You have done a lot of the shadow work to get to this point. There's still more to do. There's always more to do. But it's still this energy of no matter what still has to be done, the progress that's been made is always going to need to be appreciated by you. Nobody else is going to appreciate it the way that you're going to, because nobody's been through the same things that you've been through. There are people who've been through the same situation and through similar issues, but they've never been through your situation. They never felt the things that you did, the way that you felt them. Have you ever tried to explain to somebody why, you know, love feels like love, or why pain feels like pain, or anger feels like anger? You can't, because it feels different to everybody else. You know, everybody kind of knows like what rage looks like, but how it feels is going to differ between person to person. So it's kind of like this energy of, even if you're able to talk it out and like be with yourself and understand that, you know, you're healing and you've gotten through a lot of these things, just know that just because you're healed doesn't mean it's over. And just because you're not healed doesn't mean that you're wrong, and it doesn't mean that you're taking too long. It's just that you've got to do some more work to heal and get to where you want to be. Because nothing is saying right now that there's no progress being made. You know, there may be some obstacles, there may be some weird things that happen that maybe require you to go into the Hermit mode. Card just flipped over. But it's not going to be it's the Six of Wands reversed. It's not going to be this whole thing of, you know, you've already gotten past the what path am I on? You know, there might be a fork in the road. I was just talking to my friend about this the other day. There might be a fork in the road, which essentially is which path am I taking, but it's all a part of the same path. So it's like there's a fork in the road, but the forks in the road, you know, it just leads to you have like unlimited potential over here and then like a ton of potential. You know what I mean? Sorry, my shoulder's a little messed up right now. It's like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah. That just flew out. That was wild. Anyway, jeez. Okay, anyway. So we got the Knight of Cups reversed. We got the Three of Swords. The Emperor. The Emperor. And the Queen of Wands. Sorry. Reversed. Sorry. Now, the Three of Swords always comes out and it freaks people out. But with everything else, with the Emperor being right after and the Knight of Cups reversed being right before, it's almost like this is like a thing that it happened and it hurt a lot. But through navigating through the shadow work and that you've done and getting through to the other side and like actually coming out the other side and being good with whatever happened, it's almost like this Three of Swords helped build the base for the Emperor. You know, the number 4 is all about stability. It's about foundation. It's about, you know, making sure that you can't build a solid foundation, or you can't build a shitty foundation and expect a solid house. You know what I mean? And then with the Queen of Wands reversed here, it's like all of the things that you know should be happening are almost coming true because it's been the amount of passion that you've been putting into it. You've been doing the shadow work and you've been doing the other work and you've been showing the universe that, or God, spirit, whatever you want to say, that you deserve these things that you're saying that you want. And the universe is not like surprised, but because it's not that they're surprised about like, oh wow, he actually did it. It's like, whoa, like you did good. Like you actually did a good, like a really, not like, oh wow, you actually did so good. It's like you actually did a good job. Like there's no question about what kind of job you did. You did a good job. That's it. You did the work. You did what you were supposed to. You came out unscathed, and that's all we could ask for. You know what I mean? You're still here. You know? Let's get some more cards for our New Year's message. Our societal New Year. Pick the top card and see what this is. 4 of Swords. Yeah, another 4. There's definitely something about a strong foundation coming up. And, you know, the swords talk about your mental state, and, you know, the swords represent air. You know, the Emperor is represented by Aries. And the 4 of Wands are represented by fire. And the wands represent your passions and ego. So actually, yeah. So with this Queen of Wands too, it could be putting your ego aside. I can't believe I didn't think about this sooner. Putting your ego aside with the pain from that 3 of Swords and actually just building a foundation that will work. Like just sitting there and, oh, actually, okay, that makes sense. Because then you're sitting there saying, okay, I'm going to move on. I'm not going to stay in this broken energy of pain and suffering and anger and sadness. I'm gonna move on and build something that's gonna be worth having. You know, which is iconic, honestly. And what messages do we have? What's our last 3 cards? We got the Queen of Cups that just flew out. 2 more cards, please. Okay. Queen of Cups just flew out. But yeah, definitely learning how to how to let your cup overflow into others without dumping yours, or like pouring what you need into other people's cups. And once you set that foundation up, you can fill it up. Okay, well, okay, don't fill up your house with water unless you have an indoor pool. But like, once you have a stable foundation, you can fill it up with that love, with those things that you want, with whatever you need. And then whatever is left over, then you help and give out to other people. You know what I mean? King of Wands reverse. There's definitely an ego thing here. Like, definitely trying to get over an ego thing. But it doesn't feel like it's like excessive. It feels like it's almost like a new thing that kind of just popped up with everything going on. Let's see what this last card is. And what's the last card? Is it that one? Pan, what card? Is it that one? That one. Nope. Which one is... Okay, Ace of Swords actually came out. Okay. Ace of Swords. This one flipped over onto its top. The other one fell over onto its... face down. And then the last card on the bottom of the deck is Regeneration. So it's definitely finding this balance between getting over shadow work and learning how to heal. And getting through the shadow, well, okay, I guess it's all kind of connected into one, because it's getting through the shadow work in order to heal and helping you heal by getting through the shadow work. So yeah, that makes sense. I mean, and that's amazing, because honestly, like, with the way that I've been feeling over the past couple of weeks, I'm surprised that this isn't, because this is my reading for sure, like, I'm surprised that this isn't a little more harsh. Because I've definitely been slacking over the last couple of weeks. But anyway, yeah, I think this is awesome because you get to really experience the growth from. And I don't know if this is like an awakening or if it's like another awakening, you know, another dark night of the soul, just a heartbreak, or like just a traumatic moment. Like, I don't think it, not just a traumatic moment, but like, I think it was just 1 or 2 situations that happened. I don't think it was like an actual like life change. It could have been. It could for sure be. And with the Hermit coming out in reverse, it could be that you need to have that life-changing moment, and you stepping back and retreating into yourself and learning about yourself more could be that moment. Let's see what Pride message we get, because I'm curious to see if, you know, I'm sure it'll relate a little, at least a little bit, to what we got going on. But yeah. And what's our Pride message today? What are 3 cards for the Pride message? One card at a time, please. Nope, okay. I was told not to put them back. Okay. And what's our last card? Cool. All right. So we got I'm Special, which I don't know if it'll like actually focus or not. Anyway. Self-acceptance. Loving yourself isn't selfish. It's necessary. Don't minimize yourself to protect other people's insecurities. Exactly. We got some gay converse. It says, honesty. If being true to yourself is proving a struggle, start by sharing with a friend instead. Admitting vulnerabilities in the right company can open doors to a brighter future full of possibilities free from burden. And that can also be how you get over the shadow work that you need to do. You know, get through the shadow work that you need to do, because once you're through it and once you've talked it out, I mean, with hermit mode, it's specific to each person and to each spirit team. So like you're gonna have to like talk to your guides and see, are you supposed to go like full hermit mode? Is it just for a week? Is it, you know, I can't talk to anybody? Am I allowed to text people? Can I call people? Like, you know, see what that is and what you can and can't do with, like, for your specific situation, you know, and of course use your discernment. This is a collective reading, you know, who knows how many people are going to see this video. So it's, you know, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Like, please, like, don't just take my word for what is word. Like, but yeah, let's see. Kinda gay. Gay. Anyway. Gay! Anyway, sorry. Confidence. An asset can take years to build, but mere moments to ruin. Avoid allowing yours to fall victim to this by negating negative energy from potentially close sources. And that negative energy from potentially close sources could be your ego. That's, you know, it could be this whole ego thing of, well, I need to make something work. I need to make something happen. Why isn't anything working? I need to make something work. And the whole time you're doing that, it's this whole big thing. You know what I mean? But like overall, it's not like this reading is bad. Oh, sorry. I wanted to add these in. My mom got me these. It's my little bag of sweary affirmations. So we're gonna do a sweary affirmation today too. We'll do that in a minute. But this reading is really nice though. Like actually, because it's this energy of like actually making it through and actually making the decision to feel better even though we may not want to. And that's huge. Because even when we don't want to do these things, we still, you know, if we want to lay in bed all day, we still have to pay bills. You know what I mean? Like, it's that kind of thing. Let's get our sweary affirmation really quick. Sorry, I'm just cleansing the cards one by one. I haven't used these yet. But yeah, let's get that going. Yeah. All right. Spirit, what's our sweary affirmation for our new year, our societal new year? There's like no cards in here, so I'm like, oh, it was that one. Oh, it was that one. I am more than worthy. I am a fucking warrior woman, or man, or non-binary they, whoever you are. Today you're a woman. I'm kidding. That's totally rude. I apologize. No, but seriously, that is really cool. But yeah, I really enjoy this reading because, and I know I say that about all my readings. I do enjoy all my readings, but I enjoy this reading a lot because it's a very positive reading. It has a lot of push behind it. You know, it's a very positive, let's keep going. You know, not like you're doing it wrong. Like it's let's keep this going. Like you're doing a good job. Let's not let it go. You know what I mean? So yeah, I am loving this video. Or I'm loving this reading. Same thing, I guess. But yeah. That is all I am seeing for you guys today. I thank you guys for watching, and please do like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, if this resonated. If it didn't, that is fine too. Just don't be rude in the comments. That's it. But yeah. Again, it is free Palestine until it is backwards. We will never be free until we are all free. Ceasefire now, but really free Palestine. Free everybody. Free Congo, free Sudan, free Tigray, free everybody. Free Kurdistan, free the Uyghurs. I think it was Uyghurs. Or it was like Uyghurs or something. In China, the Muslims in China who are forced to work in concentration camps. And, you know, quite literally have all these other issues. Yeah, so please, 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 if you can, please join me in donating. Otherwise, please keep talking about it. Please keep spreading information about it. Just a simple retweet is enough to help. A repost on somebody's video who's explaining what's going on, who's telling you how dire it is, whatever it is. Please, please share it. Speak up. Please talk to people about it. You know. I know Christmas is over, but we still have holiday time and we still got people seeing family. So, you know, we got to do what we can and make sure that people understand that we're not standing for genocide anymore. We need to not. There's no reason that we should be standing for genocide anymore. There's just not. So, anyway, with that being said, I really thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. I am very proud of you for doing all the work that you've done, and I'm very, very, very proud of you for coming this far. You've made it through 100% of your days that you thought that you wouldn't make it, and you've done everything in your power to do the best job that you can to make it to this point. So no matter what, if nobody said it at all recently, I am very proud of you, and I love you. And I really, truly hope that everything works out for you because you deserve it. You deserve everything that you want in life, and you should have it. Simply because you want it, simply because you're alive. You deserve it. Okay? Don't let anybody take your worth from you. Ever. That is completely your choice to let them take your worth, but don't ever let them do it. You always have the choice whether or not you are doing whatever it is. If you are letting people take your power and you are letting people do what it is to control you or change your mind on something or whatever it is, take that power back. You have the power to control your life, and you have the power to say no. You have the power to say, I don't want to deal with this anymore. You have the power to wake up tomorrow and say, I want different for myself. Please keep that in mind. So anyway, along with that, I love you guys. I really, truly do. I hope everybody's doing okay, and I hope everybody is, you know, surviving from the from the holiday. But yeah. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!